So it just goes to show that if you really put your mind to it,
You can achieve anything.
Exactly, you can achieve anything, and make sure like it's a reasonable goal. Don't be like, I want to go to the moon in 2 years' time. It's like, it's not really going to work.
Yeah, it's just I'm going to be an astronaut.
But so that's kind of our past. So in terms of the future, Mac, yo,
In terms of looking
2020
forward.
is like 3 days away.
2020.
It's 3 days away.
Looking ahead, mate. Hello.
And welcome back to the Lab Podcast.
Let's go. That's great. We're back. We're back.
We're back again. It's been a great week. Well, it's been a fantastic week.
Wow.
We've had Christmas.
We've had Christmas and it's been amazing.
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Hopefully you all got what you wanted from Santa Claus because he defo exists.
If you're under 10, Santa
yeah,
Santa
Santa
doesn't exist. But today, Mac, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions.
Today's
new
podcast
year, new me.
Exactly, it's called New Year, New Me.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Let's go.
New Year's resolutions. So I want to know, because we've never really talked about this.
No, we haven't.
New Year's resolutions. What kind of New Year's resolutions have you had?
Have I had in the past?
In the past, yes.
In the past. So I remember
Could be for this year.
Could be for this year, but you know. So at the start of, we're getting into 2020. So at the start of 2019, I set a couple of goals. And so one of them was, I was like, I want to get better at guitar.
Come on.
And I actually did. I just practiced hopefully. Some people would say I didn't, but hey ho, you might have haters. Yeah, thanks. You guys are haters. Lol. But yeah, I did that. But then another one I set myself is that I'd learn how to drive. And then I did.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
It's not
what?
as simple. I don't think it's as simple as.
What do you mean?
And I did.
What do you mean? Huh? What?
Remind me, how much is a driving test?
How much?
Like money-wise, how much is it?
Driving test costs approximately £62, is it?
So let's say, for example, you had to take 3 driving tests.
Yeah.
That's what, £186 just on the driving test. Yeah. I mean, anyone that spends 3 driving tests surely needs to reevaluate their driving skill.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So, Mac, how many driving tests did you do?
I had to do 3 driving tests.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a funny story. It was not really funny. I failed the first 2. That's how it happened.
I find it really funny.
Yeah.
For 2 months of my life, it was like, Mate, how's your driving going?
Yeah, I failed again, mate. Yeah.
So your New Year's resolution was to drive?
Basically, and I can now drive. So I low-key accomplished it.
Have you got a car? You never got a car? Thing is, when this goes out about 3 months ago, Matt was like, I've got this car, man. I'm going to get it this week. And then 3 weeks later, Mac, have you got your car, bro? Like, no, we're getting it this week. About 2 weeks later, Mac, have you got your car? No, we're getting it this week. And it just ended up that you're never getting it. You're still not getting it.
Yeah.
You're getting a new one. Have you got a new one?
I'm looking.
You're looking.
Or hopefully I will find one. Hopefully I've got it.
Come on, I've recommended him a place where you should get a car.
What was it? CNF Motors? Should we give him a shout out?
CF Wholesalers.
Wholesalers.
Where I got my new car, Nissan Note.
Bluting. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We love it.
Yeah.
So you completed your New Year's resolution.
I did complete it. But what were some of your previous New Year's resolutions, David?
Alright, so it's a bit of a funny one. Bear in mind I was like 14 at the time. Mm-hmm. As you guys may know, or may not know, depending on how this sounds, I've not got exactly a low voice.
Really?
And this is you're rude.
I
had no clue. and this is post puberty, right? This is my voice right now is post puberty. I'm 18. I'm definitely not trying to make my voice sound low right now. Yeah. But I was 14, so it would have been 2015. So 2015 New Year's resolution. I've actually got videos somewhere of me recording myself and saying, I'm gonna try and see what I sounded like. I'm like, hello, and trying to see if my voice is broken yet. I look used to get made fun of for my voice being so high pitched. So
I feel bad for laughing.
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't. I lied.
So one of my New Year's resolution in 2015 was to make my voice break. Genuinely.
Clearly, it didn't work. Let me guess. It did happen.
I'm checking. Yeah, Mac's New Year's resolution was to pass his driving test first time. Clearly, it didn't work. I'm joking. Clearly it did work. Not first time round. But yeah, that was one of my New Year's resolutions to see if my voice was going. And I'm happy to say that I think it has.
Yeah.
But yeah, but more serious note, I used to have quite a big problem. It was probably a year. I say problem. It's not like I've got like a disease.
Yeah. Donate one plaza.
I used to swear all the time. I didn't know you in year 9 and 10.
That's crazy.
And year 9 and 10 was I had a massive problem with swearing. Like every other sentence it would be F this and F that. And I was like, it got to, it would have been 2016 or 2017 New Year's resolution. Right, Dave. Well, I called myself David back then. David. Don't swear. No swearing for the rest of the year. And in turn, I knew that would mean the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say that has worked.
Come on.
Anyone who knows me very well, Kwame, shout out Kwame, Emily Lacey, who we mentioned in previous podcasts, they can all vouch for the fact that I don't swear
That's
anymore.
great, mate.
So it just goes to show if you really put your mind to it,
you can achieve anything.
Exactly, you can achieve anything, and make sure like it's a reasonable goal. Don't be like, I want to go to the moon in 2 years' time. It's like, it's not really going to work.
Yeah, there's just I'm going to be an astronaut.
But yeah, so that's kind of our past. So in terms of the future, Mac, yo, 2020 is like 3 days away.
2020, bro.
It's 3 days away.
Looking ahead, mate. It's soon.
What about you? What's your New Year's resolution?
New Year's resolutions, goals I'm setting.
Come on.
First one, massive one. It's a problem that affects some. People just aren't good with their money, really.
It's so true.
I just want to get better.
As we previously said,
As I previously
he's
said,
only got £2 in his
because I live my life in 2 states. Everybody, I'm either quite wealthy or quite broke. Most of the time, it's quite broke, but sometimes all the time it's quite broke. But
especially when you have a car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another 40 or 40. Yeah, I would have to pay for fuel.
That £2 ain't gonna do nothing. Anyway, remind me again, what was it?
Budgeting. So I want to get smarter with money. I want to be able to save. I want to be able to put stuff away in my savings and just not have to spend money on silly things that I don't need to. And then also another goal that I want to try and set. So I've got 2. The first one's budgeting, and then time management. Management skills. I want to get better at putting stuff in my calendar, knowing what I need to do, when I need to do it, and just getting it done.
Yeah.
And then hopefully
I'll be living my best life.
Oh mate, that's a January 1st problem. I don't know about you.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Great question.
That's it's New Year's resolution, so that's something you need to think about.
Yeah.
It's only 3 days away, bro.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
For me, well, my 2020 New Year's resolution is for my voice to finally break. For my voice.
Come on, David, be realistic.
On my knees. I think it's happened. So, and my next.
This is David. Yeah, make sure your goals are realistic.
But another one for you on a more serious level is for me to kind of eat better. We mentioned in our previous podcast or in our first podcast about the food that we eat whilst we're in the office, and it is pretty much tortellini.
Tortellini, and more tortellini.
Yeah, and it's great, but it's not exactly
nutritious.
Exactly, or beneficial to have it 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get. It's similar to in terms of time management. It's very similar to that in terms of food management.
Yeah, legit.
And making sure that I've got the right nutrients coming into my body, not just on the office days with Thursday and Friday, but like throughout the week. So I'm home on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, so you got time.
Exactly. So that's kind of what I'd like to do next year.
Come on.
In great. 3 days' time.
3 days' time. Let's get this bread, guys.
I genuinely can't believe it's 3 days away.
It's going to be crazy.
It's crazy. 2019.
2019.
Wow.
I
mean, a lot's happened.
What a year! For many highs and many lows.
So, I want to reflect on 2019 a little bit. I want to talk about the highs and lows. So
highs and lows.
Let's start with highs.
Highs
of 2019. Mac, what's been some of your highs?
Some of my highs.
Let's start from the beginning. January 2019 or
January
February
2019.
Let's see from the beginning of the year.
January, Feb. I think.
That's going to sound great.
Yeah. For all you viewers or listeners at home, I hope you really enjoyed that sound I just made. I think towards the start of the year, I don't know. I think we're still in we're still in full-time
yes,
education.
Still in college.
So we're still in sixth form, and I think a high was, I don't know, when you're kind of in that stage, it's just like people, you're getting to close towards the end, and it's people are just kind of excited just to finish. So the banter was just so strong.
I find it like you just get on with people that you didn't. You're like, I'm not actually gonna have to see you for the rest of my life after this.
Just all beef just kind of leaves. If you had beef, or people just kind of get on with each other. It's just a weird dynamic because people are kind of cracking on to what they're gonna do in the future. But how did you find that little time period, like the start of the year?
So 2019 started. Well, actually, I was at one of my mates' New Year's parties on the 31st of December, leading on to into January. And it just started quite weird. So I was with my mates, with my friends. It was actually quite calm. But then, like you said, like mocks and like school. Mocks came around, bro, and like I swear, even sixth form don't even take mocks properly. For example, this is like one of our biggest exams we've had to do up to date, and we in our actual A-levels we have 3 exams. We've got like for example psychology. I've got 3 2-hour exams.
Legit.
And for our mocks we did like an hour mock.
Yeah.
And it's like, hang on a minute.
That's like helpful.
I'm trying to get some good grades.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day we bossed it.
Come on.
So that's cool. So that's kind of like the beginning of the year for me. But I feel like where it got really interesting and kind of where my life peaked.
I was on top form.
Top form.
Pace.
It's all on the spectrum, you see.
Yeah. And it's a graph. And
it's a line.
Wow.
Where it peaked was summer.
Oh.
We could talk about
summer 2019. Talk about all day.
So, I missed something out. In February, the 19th of February, I passed my driving test.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. First time round, and like some people.
Such a rat.
I've been driving.
Wasn't even a highlight. Just wanted to get there to spite me. Sideways.
I've been driving since February, so almost, 10 months.
Oh,
almost a year.
Do you want a medal? No,
I do actually. We should get you a medal for people who can't pass first time. But yeah, I passed my driving test.
That's great. Come on.
But summer. Wow. So we finished exams. I finished on... My birthday is in summer. My birthday's on the 20th of June. So I could either get really unlucky or lucky in terms of having an exam on my birthday. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't. So I actually finished my exams 2 days before my birthday.
That's great to be fair.
When I was going, ow.
What?
No.
Oh. Hey,
it was my 18th.
Hey, bro, do you think, bro? Do you think, bro?
I had my birthday straight after exams. So I went out, first time going out with my mates on a Friday night.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were there, bro.
I'm like, oh, bro, like, what was I like? I was literally there. that was nice. Yeah,
that's probably one of my highlights because I was chilling with all my best mates.
Yeah.
On a night out.
The boys.
Yeah, that's the beginning of summer. That's one of my highlights.
That was great.
What about the beginning of summer for you?
Beginning of summer for me was also just. It felt like a weight had just been lifted.
Yeah.
I was like. So much time, like, what do I do with my life now? What do I do? Like, I couldn't sleep till 12 o'clock and I won't get told off. It was quality. We went to Hillsong conference.
Oh my days!
In July. That was in July. That was like relative towards the start, and that was brilliant.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Hillsong conference. So Hillsong is a church based in Australia, and they have like campuses all over the world. And every year in the O2 in London. They have like a massive congregation for the whole of Europe. So was it like 20,000 people?
Something like that.
So like 20,000 people in the O2, like worshipping God and listening to the word. And it was just incredible. So we went with, was it 5 of the guys?
Yeah, I think so. One of them, shout out to Gift. If he's listening, watching now. Funny story. So it was you, me,
Lang.
Joey Langford, Benji.
Yeah.
David Alcock and Bence.
Yes.
So there were six of us already set to go, and then it was a Sunday before we were gonna leave.
Yeah. So we left on the. We left on the Tuesday.
We left on the Tuesday. We went up a day early. So on the Sunday, a guy from my church, a guy called Gift. I'm in a room at church. He kind of approaches me like, "Oh, bro, like I heard you going to Hillsong conference this year." I was like. Yeah. And he's like, oh, like, do you have any like spare rooms? I was like, I'm not sure, what, man? Like, after asking, I was like, oh, like, I paid everything. I was like, oh, cheers. And he was like, oh, yeah, a guy called Ben Butler. Ben Butler's like one of our friends just told me about it. I was like, cheers, Ben. but in all fairness, like, we love Gift, and like having him around, I think generally made it like so amazing. He's one of the funniest guys, one of the soundest guys.
We were in West Ham, E15, and like Gift, he's 6 foot like 3,
and he's wham as well, like he's
like big, and so it actually felt quite nice to have him walking us from the tube station.
Legit. I felt protected. I felt protected in the cold streets of London at night. But yeah, that was a great experience.
Hillsong Conference was great, and then. Soon after, we did TO Weekend.
Legit, the weekend.
So that's our youth program over the weekend, and that was just so sick.
That was incredible.
I feel like I grew so much.
So did I. It was probably it was easily the best one we've ever done. Ever. It was incredible. It was just on another level. But what was like? I don't know. It might be difficult to pick, but what was your? If you had to pick one highlight, one moment from there, what would it be?
I think Dan and Joe Watson.
Right.
So those of you who don't know who they are, they're like big people in terms of in Hillsong UK?
Yeah, Hillsong London.
They kind of run Hillsong London.
The youth and young adult side.
Youth and young adults. They run the youth and young adults, which makes sense because we're part of the youth group. And they came to Nottingham, the Heart Church, and at the weekend they preached and was there for the weekend, and that was just incredible. It's one of a lifetime opportunities.
Yeah, legit.
So that's probably my highlight from the weekend. What about yours, bro?
My highlight from the weekend was I think I always just love like just seeing some of the boys that kind of come and just like kind of like develop like super like really close friendships. It's kind of like camping. I don't know if you don't know each other super well, and you kind of like thrust into like an environment together where it's like you're constantly just. I don't know, like around each other, you just grow like so closely. So it's slightly different, but one of our highlights was just I don't know because we're some of the youth leaders, so we'd have to like be making sure people like in bed, like debrief, etc. But one of my highlights was just like going upstairs, and people would just be like in the kitchens or like in the like corridors, just like chilling, just like just having banter with each other. I was like, that's actually so nice, like boys that. Maybe didn't know each other before going or like didn't have many friends before going, just having a great time. But that was probably my highlight from there.
And so that's kind of like the middle of summer or toward the end.
Toward the end,
but
September,
straight after we went camping. Camping, so we went with a group of friends. We went to a place in Derby. And we're quite fortunate in the fact that some of us drive, so we were able to drive. Yeah, you can now.
Couldn't at the time, but I can now. Yeah.
And we went camping.
Third time's a charm.
182 quid later. So we went camping, which actually was so nice.
It was fun, and it was a nice change of pace.
It was, and we went to the pub, a local pub.
Local.
Yeah, we just had a really nice time. That's probably one of my highlights from the summer. I think. And then leading from that, obviously we started our gap year in the youth office. But I think that's kind of a whole highlight in itself. Yeah, legit. For me at least.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah, not for me. No, I'm joking. If you're watching this and you're in the office or around the office, we love you and thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's great. Anyway.
Amen. So that's kind of the highs. So what are you thinking? This is kind of awkward moment.
The lows.
The lows of.
I'm gonna wrap it up after this.
This. So the lows, Mac.
The lows.
Because there's quite a few to choose from.
There's quite a few to choose from. I think. Yeah.
Because I was just going to say we've spoken about how great it was to finish A levels, but actually doing A levels it was a bit mashup.
Yeah, legit. It was. It's a lot of stress. I think A levels are a lot of stress. They aren't. It's not an easy thing to do at all, by any means at all. And I think for those, especially those initial months of the year, like March, April, May, June, they were very. They were very stressful. They weren't, like we didn't have the easiest time. And I think you could probably say the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Just having to do work and et cetera. But I think now looking back on it, I think, and you could probably say the same thing. I think sometimes when you just kind of in that environment all the time, it can be hard to have the perspective like, oh, that this is actually going to end soon.
For real.
It's actually going to be okay. So I think that's, I don't know, I'd hate to make it super deep, but even if you have a low, like we kind of had at the start of the year, it's always going to turn into a high by the end of it. And it's great. And we had one of the best summers of our lives.
It is, it's so true. I'm actually trying to think. There wasn't, for me personally, actually that many lows apart from A levels. But obviously, you never feel happy all the time.
Of course.
There's always something
so is life.
wrong in that. Exactly, do you know what I mean? But I think one low, it's not necessarily a low, but it's a growing point, is the fact that, especially since joining the office, I've had so much more responsibility
Legit.
On me. And it's just kind of adapting and learning and growing through that. So, yeah, 2019's been a quite good year, I think.
Yeah, it's been interesting before that, but it's been, I'm happy, man. I'm happy with how it's gone. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Honestly, hopefully my voice breaks.
Yes.
in next 3 days.
Don't get your hopes up.
That's all from us today.
That wraps us up.
We're really interested to know your New Year's resolutions. Let us know in our comments or DMs at @thelabpodcast_.
Come on.
If you want to follow us, and from there you can see where these would be shown on Spotify and YouTube. If you want to follow me, I'm at Dave_Blewett.
And if you want to follow me, I'm at Macawe.
Come on.
If you need spelling, whatever.
Just go on my followers and type Mac.
Type an M on David's followers and you'll find me.
But yeah, that's all from us today. We'll see you next week.
Amazing. See you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye.